Dear students, today we will start with Unit 2, that is Principles of Parallel and Distributed Computing, in which we will see what is parallel computing and what is distributed computing. The first topic is eras of computing. Two fundamental and dominant models of computing are sequential and parallel. Sequential computing means the things are executed one after the other in the sequence, whereas parallel computing means the things are executed simultaneously, means parallelly. The sequential era began in the 1940. Okay, and the parallel computing or distributed computing era followed it within a decade. The four key elements of the computing are architecture, compilers, applications, and problem solving environment. This computing era started with a development in hardware architecture, particularly in the area of compilers and operating system, which support the management of such system. Next topic is parallel versus distributed computing, or principles of parallel and distributed computing. The term parallel computing and distributed computing are often used interchangeably, but there are certain difference between the parallel and distributed computing. So we will see that difference. The term parallel implies the tightly coupled system. Parallel means tightly coupled system, means the processors are tightly coupled with each other, and we cannot add, or there is a problem to add the system in the parallel computing. Whereas distributed system refers to a wider class of system. Wider class means it includes tightly coupled as well as loosely coupled and various types of systems in the distributed computing. The term parallel computing refers to a model in which the computation divided among the several processors sharing the same memory. There are several processors which share the common memory. There are different processors, P1, P2, and all is having a shared memory. Okay. The architecture of parallel computing system is often characterized by homogeneity of the components, means each processor is of the same type, and each processor is having a same capability as the others. The shared memory has a single address space which is accessible to all the processors, means all the processor can access this shared memory. Parallel programs are broken down into several units, and that units are executed by each of the processors. That execution is then allocated to different processors, and that can communicate with each other through the means of shared memory. We consider the parallel system only those architecture that feature the multiple processors sharing the same physical memory. But now these restrictions have been relaxed. So the parallel system now include the architecture that are based on shared memory, but it may be a physical or it may be created with the support of libraries. Okay. Now next is distributed computing. The term distributed computing consists of any architecture or system that allows computation to be broken down into units, and that units are executed concurrently on different computing elements. Okay, so where these are the processors on different nodes, maybe means that processors is on different computers, or that processor is on the same computer, or that processors are the core within the same processor. Therefore the distributed computing includes a wider range of system and applications than parallel computing. Even though it is not a rule, the distributed often implies that the location of computing elements are not the same, means that processors are at different locations, and each processor is heterogeneous in terms of hardware and software features, means the hardware and software features are different of each processors. Okay, so these processors are heterogeneous, means it is different in terms of hardware as well as software features. So classic example of distributed computing is computing grids or internet. Okay, we can access the internet on laptop, or we can access the internet on desktop computer, we can access the internet on the mobile phones. Okay, so these are the two examples of the distributed computing, that is computing grids and internet computing things. Okay, so next topic we will discuss in the next section. Okay, thank you.